Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, Firefly Tarot. So today's video is actually a viewer request, and I think a few people did request this topic, so thank you for those of you that did. Today's pick a card is Messages from Lost Loved Ones. So this, originally I was going to do past loved ones, but I just figured to apply to everyone watching, I would just call it lost loved ones. So this is going to be for any loved ones that have either passed on or that you have lost communication with, or whatever you consider lost. Okay, so that being said, this might be an emotional video, so only watch it if you are truly ready to hear these messages. I added a fifth group today, just like I did for the ancestor video, just because I wanted to make it as sort of clean and narrow messages as possible for a topic like this. So I'm going to be drawing the tarot cards, a couple of decks, and depending on the time, I will do either charms or an oracle card. I just have to see how much time I have for each one. So it's a general reading. It might not resonate 100%. If you would like a personal reading, I opened up more slots just today, even though it was early, and the info is in the description. Okay, so I'm going to show you each of the groups. As usual, just take a deep breath, go with whatever one you feel is right for you, and you can of course pause it if you need more time. Okay, so here are the 5 groups for our pick a card messages from lost loved ones. By the way, just clear your mind. Anything could come up. Of course, you might be thinking of a particular being. Anything could come up though, so just do your best to clear your mind before you make your selection and before you start watching. Okay, so here are the 5 groups. So this is going to be group number 1, and this is a journal charm, little journal or notebook charm thing, and it actually is real. I'll show you later if you, well actually I'll show you now. I don't want to have anticipation. So that's group number 1. Group number 2 is blue apatite. Group number 3 is the gold candle. Group number 4 is the shungite pendant. And group number, did I say group 4? And group number 5 is pyrite. Okay, so I'll just list it out one more time. This is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, and group number 5. Okay, so the timestamps are in the description and in the comments. Again, take as much time as you need. Just go with your gut, whatever feels right. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is the little journal charm. Spirit, this reading is for group 1. And the energies for them in their life right now, especially messages from their lost loved one or loved ones. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about doing this. Let's just get right into it. Spirit, for group number 1 and whoever of their lost loved ones is trying to communicate or has a message for them, can you please let us know, Spirit, for group 1? What are the messages from group 1's lost loved one? Okay, they came up immediately, the King of Cups. What are the messages from group 1's lost loved one? I'm going to do my best to get just from one being at a time because it's going to get confusing, but I don't know what's going to happen here. So, Spirit, group 1, please. What are the messages from... Oh, dear. Okay, so it is... My gosh. This is very emotional, I have to say right off the bat. So this King of Cups energy, this loved one of yours could be a water sign, okay? So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. If not directly the zodiac water sign, I mean, yes, it could be in their chart, but this is someone who is very compassionate. I'm gonna try to phrase everything in the present tense. So this is someone who is very compassionate, sensitive, poetic, could have been a writer or an artist or something like that. This is someone who was just extremely caring. I am getting the feeling that yes, this is for most of you someone that has passed on, and we have here the 5 of Cups, which is pretty much supporting that. So if some of you, it might not be that case. It feels like that. There's a lot of grief here associated, and it weirdly feels like it's coming from both sides. Like, I don't know if they've passed on to whatever plane, but there is a lot of sadness here. And with the Tower card, that leads me to kind of say that this was sudden. Okay. Interestingly, we do have 2 opposite cards in terms of like the pacing of things. So I feel with the Tower card, it was either sudden or chaotic, that abrupt feeling. And yet with the Knight of Pentacles, this is something that is kind of showing that it took a long time. So I'm just kind of wondering here, it very well could be that the messages are split with you guys, because it could, if it wasn't a slow pace to the way that things ended, it could also be talking about the persona of the King of Cups. So this was, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to use the past tense because that's what I feel here. So this was a person who was very loyal, very committed, very supportive. This person had your back no matter what. I feel like in some cases they were, I don't know, maybe a little bit stubborn, but they kind of used that to their advantage, and you always knew that you could rely on this person. And yeah, there's so much emotion going on here. There's so much sadness that I feel, again, from both sides. I feel like you guys, the viewers, you have been grieving this for quite some time, or if it's not a long period of time, this is a heavy amount of grief that I feel, and I'm very sorry for your loss if you did lose them in that way. Now, the wonderful message here with this 10 of Cups is that they are in a better place. All right, so 10 of Cups, I mean, there's literally a rainbow here. It almost looks like paradise. There's family here, so they've reunited with other lost loved ones that you knew as well, most likely. Okay, so there's harmony here, and the huge word is peace. And they feel your sadness. It's like they're watching you, and they know of what you're going through. And this has never really happened before, but remember I mentioned to you guys that I do intuitive readings, and even the cards start to make their own shapes symbolically, and it's perfectly symmetrical. That almost never happens. Well, that pretty much never happens. It's forming, I'm not even sure what this, it looks almost like a flower or something like that, but the two and the two and the two cards on the side, I mean, it's forming this perfect symmetry, and that kind of leads me to think like almost as if they're in a perfect place, or they're finally aligned, they're finally in harmony. Okay, this is a very powerful message. Spirit, can you please give us a little more clarity on what we have so far? What else can you tell us about the King of Cups energy, Spirit? Please and thank you. The King of Cups energy. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny. It's a card of alignment. And although this is not something that many people even want to hear, this person's completion of their cycle, it is the 10 after all, this was in their destiny for whatever reason. Okay, so it's not their departure was not an accident or a mistake. It was not a mistake, is what it says. And I mentioned some stubborn energy. That is most likely what you both shared with each other. Not stubborn per se, but holding on to. So with the Five of Cups here, it's as if you're sharing that pain, but over here with the Four of Cups, you know, someone here is holding on to something very in a very determined manner, very holding on to something. Meaning the grief, meaning the sadness, or that feeling of loss. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us about King of Cups? And it's not gender specific. It is a masculine energy, though. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This might have been a person that really helped to provide for you. So maybe it that could of course be a family member, it could have been a friend, it could have been anybody really, but the Pentacles here is speaking about some kind of work or like home energy, fortune kind of energy, and being a provider. Okay, so that's really what that's speaking of here, and it's an ace, so that's quite a powerful energy. So this person could have been in a position where they kind of seemed like, you know, like parental or something like that. They not necessarily a parent, but that is the vibe that I'm getting here. And they're by themselves. There's no, I don't see any attachment yet. Spirit, what other messages at all can you tell us about this person or this being? Magician, anything else? Temperance. Okay, so the Magician and Temperance, very, very powerful major arcana cards here. When I get the second deck, I'm going to get their messages for you after I get these. But I'm just curious. Spirit, what is the message behind the Magician and the Temperance? What is the message for group 1? Behind the Magician and Temperance, please. Okay, that's weird. How did my deck... Okay, I think I mentioned to you guys at one point that some of you only caught this because I only said it in one group. I don't normally read reversed cards, but I did start, just little by little. This card was one of the only cards, this one is for some weird reason, it's one of the only cards that was flipped upside down, and I'm glad, because look at what it is, the Eight of Swords. So the fact that it was reversed means that this person is freed from captivity. So whatever that means, like if they were suffering or they were just like sort of trapped in some kind of a limbo in terms of, I don't know, consciousness or something like that, they are freed, and it's falling on top of the 10 of Cups, which again, it was like this very heavenly and kind of like a paradise vibe to it. So Temperance, this is an angel. So this person has taken the form of a spirit. Again, for you guys in group 1, I mean, If it's not resonating that you lost anybody, I honestly feel like you're not in the right group, because this is someone who has passed away, is really what I feel here. Okay, so sorry about that. So the Temperance card, like I said, this is an angel. They have passed on. And okay, this is the message. This is really interesting. The Magician I deem as the most powerful card in the deck. So by being freed and by taking this spiritual form, this person has gained like tenfold, 1,000-fold power in this realm and in this form. So I think that you can probably already guess, and this is why this is so emotional, is because this person is still with you and has no reason to leave you. If they were with you and at your side and by your side all of that time, they have no reason to leave you now. So they are still going to be with you. And if anything, they have taken the form of an incredibly powerful spirit guide. Okay. I'm going to get their messages next. Spirit, what can you tell us, though, a little bit more information about who the King of Cups is, anything about them, so that group 1 can know who we're speaking about here. Okay, so again, this person, well, actually, I don't think I said it before. This person was incredibly strong, fought a lot of battles, always got right back up again. I do feel that on some level they did hide a lot of their pain. I feel like they hid a lot of the battles that they were fighting. This is emotional battles, okay? And they were really happy on the surface, really jovial, and loved to just find the joy in life and be with people. If not socially, then with family for sure. Okay, so that's part of their persona. And King of Cups, anything else that you'd like to tell us about who you are, please, with permission. The number 3 might be significant in your connection. Oh, jeez, sorry. This person is very intense, very, very, very intense. Where did my card go? So I'm going to get that later. I don't want to interrupt the flow because it disrupts me. But that was the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands has to do with expansion and going up. Okay, no, it's fine. Page of Pentacles, this person might have had a very childlike demeanor, and again, kind of fitting with the 3 of Cups here. So this person is just really, that's why I was like, whoa, like it kind of jarred me a little bit, because they just, it's this tower energy. It's just, you know, it's just very intense. There's no other word I really have for it. Now let's get the messages before I just, okay, let's do this. I didn't do that the right way. So with respect and with permission, the lost loved one of group 1, what are your messages for them today? And as I cut the deck, the 3 of Wands makes an appearance again. These are my original tarot cards that I used on the channel, the ones that I really, really came to love, and then I had to retire them, but I'm bringing them back for this because it's ancient energy, sort of, in a sense, depending, right? Okay, so lost loved one of group 1, what are your messages for them today? Please and thank you. What are your messages for them today? Justice. Look at that, the first card here. Remember when I said before, their death, their passing, their departure, whatever word you want to use, was not a mistake. Karmic justice, okay? So there's justice, fairness, or karmic justice is at play here, and they want you to know that things are going to be fair, things are even, things are just. Okay, so that's the first thing that they wanted you to know. If, let's say, there was some kind of unfairness or injustice in regards to the way that they left or the way that they even lived. So, I mean, look at I feel like this kind of says it all. This is the energy that they are in now, and they are freed, like I said. Okay, lost loved one, King of Cups, whoever you are, what are your messages for group 1, please? Oh my goodness. Excuse my heavy sighing, but this is just, I have to release this energy. This is amazing. Okay. The Sun card flipped upward. Okay? They're happy. They're in peace. They're in brightness. And most importantly, they're in the energy of love. Spirit's love, the divine love, God's love, whatever. It's all the same, really. This is the energy that they are in. And there's so much purity here. It's as if they're going back to how they were when they were a child, or, you know, when they were born. I'm not really sure how it works. I really have no idea, but that is possible for some of you, that this person might be kind of working on their way to being reincarnated. Some of them might stay as spirit guides. Again, I don't really know how it works. Okay, so we have here the Three of Swords. So again, another message that they have for you is that they feel your pain. They are acknowledging your pain. And I feel that the message that they want to give you is that it's okay to heal. It's okay to allow yourself to come towards that healing, because the two things that you might have felt was keeping you in the Five of Cups sadness was that you felt this person, their energy was gone forever, or that something was left in unfairness or something like that, or you weren't sure how they were doing. But again, this is the energy that they are in. So they're telling you that there's no reason anymore to have that bleeding heart or to have that painful, heavy heart. There's no need for it anymore. They want you to share this beautiful joy with them. All right. Over here with the Emperor, similar to what I said over here. So one more time, you know, it's not necessarily a male, but this is a very powerful masculine energy. So whether that was a paternal figure or just someone who really looked out for you, again, they're saying with this card that they are still looking out for you. They're helping actually to create order in your life, meaning they're helping to align your life to what it was destined to be. When people leave this earthly plane and they're still around us helping us out, they have more power than we up there, wherever they are, than we ever could here on earth. So whatever you have to accomplish, they're going to make sure that you do it. The Emperor is a card of structure, order, and just making sure that everything is aligned and everything is proper. So, and that's especially interesting for those of you that maybe didn't have that structure, or you feel like sort of scattered and lost in your life. This person is helping you to get back on track. Yes, I feel that. And they're saying to you, another message here, this is really just, they're saying to you, if you continue to put in the work and the seeds are being planted here as we speak, you're going to reach prosperity and they're going to help you. I did not expect that. I mean, you guys know by now, I never know what to expect, but that was a very wonderful message. You see it right here. Look at all the pentacles, the fortune, the coming joy here, the stability, and just all the prosperity, as well as family too. Oh gosh, okay. They definitely want to say more. Hold on. Okay. Anything else? What else? Lost loved one, King of Cups energy, Emperor energy. What would you like to say to group one? The Star. Don't give up hope. Very clear message there. Don't give up hope, just like in general in life. Have faith is another message of the Star. And they're also kind of nudging you on the right shoulder right now. I felt that. They're nudging you. They're kind of pushing you gently. When I say nudge, they're kind of reminding you of your dreams. You had a lot of hopes and dreams that you shared together, and you stayed up like probably within the night, just like talking, you know, whether it was in person or on the phone, just talking about your dreams of the future. And maybe I would assume it was together. They're saying don't give up those dreams. Just because they're not with you in a physical form does not mean that they are not with you. They're still going to be there, and they're going to be right with you when you achieve these dreams, and you will. It's just going to take some more time, and it's going to take some more patience and effort, but you will. Ay, ay, ay. I really feel this, you guys. Oh. Okay. Anything else? Any important messages here that we haven't touched on? What are the important messages? What would you like? You guys are like best friends. This is so beautiful. I definitely wasn't feeling like a soulmate romantic kind of a thing. I really was sincerely feeling something more along the lines of friendship and that kind of loyalty, or family member, whatever. But of course, this could be depending on what resonates for you. It could have been someone that you were involved with in that way, but they felt first and foremost like a friend. So they are saying your new beginning is starting soon, very soon. And I swear, every time I pick up this Fool card, look at the little doggy. Okay, so I'm not saying that your person is a dog or like a spirit animal, although they could show signs of that. Just the other day, I had my window open with the screen. I'm right by a tree, and this random squirrel is like hanging out on the tree and looking at me for like 5 minutes, and I took a picture. I'm like, that's hilarious. So your person might be communicating through animals a lot. And the Fool is also holding a white rose, purity, innocence, like I told you with the Sun card over here. There's a sun here as well. They're reminding you of the cycles of life, that life it's not about endings. It's about rebirths. It's about beginnings, the cycles of life. So when the cycles begin to renew themselves within the change of your season, wherever you are in the world, you're going to start to really feel this sense of hope. You might even be feeling it already, just like little bits and pieces, okay? They're asking you again to have faith. The Fool is all about faith, so similar to the Star card. You can't give up. You just can't, and they won't allow you to. I feel like if you've tried, they won't let you. They won't, because that is not your destiny. This was their destiny for whatever reason. Things are just very mysterious. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes of life that we will never really know on this earthly plane. It won't make sense to us here and now. But one day you'll have clarity, the clarity that you're seeking, at least for here on earth. Okay? So they're reminding you of your destiny, your new beginning, and all of the, and they're saying to have faith. Don't give up. All right. They have a lot to say, but obviously, for the purpose of the video, I have to just like moderate this a little bit. Okay, we have this at the bottom of the deck. This is really cool. Look at that. The World and the Death card, rebirth, new cycles. Okay, so loved one of group 1, any other specific messages, any other final messages for group 1, please? Please and thank you. Okay. They are absolutely 100% faithful in you. They have faith in you, okay? Your options are going to be opening up with that new beginning. You're going to feel like you have a path again, direction again. Again, you see that fog here, that fog and that smoke, it's going to clear, and you're going to be able to see life as a gift again, and those treasures again. Meaning in your life. The Moon card energy. This is what I was saying before, the clarity that's coming. They're helping you, and just naturally over time through your own healing, you're going to come out of this Moon energy. The Moon energy is a Pisces card as well. I was just reminded of that. But we did get a lot of zodiacs today, so anyway. So they're going to help to get you out of this energy. They're going to guide you back to the path. You just have to let them, is sincerely it. Now, the final card here, this is really something. Remember, we had the 7 and the 10 of Pentacles. Now we have the 9. This is success, freedom, independence, and just, you've made it, Just continue. And this kills me to say this, but on the 9 of Pentacles, I always note that this is a person who's standing alone, okay? But with the 9 of Pentacles energy, this is a person who is standing alone but is in total happiness because they've made it. They are independent and they are standing tall in their power. remember, just because it seems, and maybe it looks to the naked eye, to the visible eye, that you're alone, you are not. Notice there's an animal here with her. Okay, these are the little signs, and she's in the abundance of nature. There's so much green, there's bounty in this card, there's golden skies. I mean, all of the blessings are here. You just have to look carefully. Whew, okay. I am going to get a few charms for you guys, and maybe they will resonate just as an added little thing. And then I'm going to just leave it there because this was so intense. And it's the first group. Okay. Loved one, any final charms for group 1, please? I'm just going to grab a couple here. Actually, I never trust myself. I swear I have that problem. Let me just dump them out. Let's just get a few if we can. King of Cups. Whoa. All right, so we have here the feather. So I don't know if you've been seeing feathers, but that definitely is a sign, okay, of angels or spirit guides or, you know, whoever. Okay, and this is a little freaky. I don't think I've ever gotten this one before, but this is the message that we got, the peace sign. Isn't that something? So the feather, the peace sign, we have the owl, okay. We have the elephant. Again, animals and dolphin. We have 3 animals for you guys. If you're curious, I don't want to go into each one, but just, you know, search them if you're curious of more symbolism, if it doesn't resonate. And then here we have the dolphin, okay? So the 3 animals, and then here we finally have the heart-shaped world or whatever this is, okay? They're still probably traveling a little bit. All right? So quite a reading, okay, group 1? Oh, my heart goes out to you guys. You picked the beautiful journal thing, and this is so cute because it actually does open. There's going to be something significant for writing for you guys, okay, whether that's you writing or, you know, messages coming through to you in words or songs or, you know, whatever. Just keep an open mind, and you might want to start doing some of your own writing, like, just because. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this helped. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. But sending you my love. And I will see you in the next reading. Please subscribe and share if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time, okay? Blessings. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is the blue apatite. Okay, so let's get right into it. Spirit, this reading is for group 2 and the energies for them in their life right now, especially messages from their lost loved one. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Sometimes I get so involved I forget what I just said, so if I screw that up, whoops. Group 2. Okay, Spirit, for Group 2. So the way that Group 1 ended up working out is that first I got the energies for the being, the person, and then I went into the messages. So let's just kind of see what happens here. Spirit, for Group 2, please. For Group 2, what are the energies for their lost loved ones? Spirit, for Group 2, please and thank you. What are the energies for their lost loved one? Whoever. Okay, same thing happened in Group 1. An energy of an actual person or being came up right away. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Let's get more before I go into it. Earth energy here, though. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Spirit, for Group 2. Energies for their lost loved one. Okay, this person immediately wants to send you some kind of a message because the Eight of Wands came up. It's like they can't wait to speak to you. All right, we have the Tower energy here. I'm going to see what that one's all about. Group 1 actually did get that as well. So we have here the Two of Pentacles. Again, more earth energy here, strong earth vibes. And we have the 9 and the 6 of Wands, as well as the Eight of Wands. So this person, although they're although this person is an earth energy and most likely an earth sign, they are incredibly passionate and fiery, okay, with all of these wands here together. So let's just get a little bit more as to who they could be. Spirit, can you please let us know for the Queen of Pentacles energy, who is this Queen of Pentacles energy? What can you tell us about them? Or Queen of Pentacles, what can you tell us about yourself? Look at that. I told you there's a lot of fire here. Strength card. This is actually the Leo card. So this person was just quite fiery, and like the word feisty came up as well. So again, earth or fire energy is very relevant here. Can you tell us more about who this person is, Spirit? More. Geez. Ace of Wands. Whew. Okay. So it does look like this person was very nurturing and very generous, okay, with the Pentacles energy coming up there. With the Wands energy, I did mention they're fiery. Ace of Wands, this could have been something highly creative. I mean, yeah, the Wands, it kind of just depends. This can be someone who is very creative or just very, very, yes, very strong, very capable, very confident, outspoken. They're making me kind of laugh. They just didn't care. Like, they just said whatever. And a very dominant energy. And I don't know if this is like almost in a sense, a maternal energy in it's not gender specific either, but just in a sense of like being a protector. That's something that's coming up here. And, okay, what else? What can you tell us about the Queen of Pentacles energy? Okay, King of Pentacles. I said it's not necessarily a female, right? And King came up as well. So this is a person, I don't know where to put this. This is a person that just was a provider and a protector. It kind of feels like a big brother or sister kind of a vibe. Could have been a family member, yes. Or if not that, then it could have been like an older person who just looked out for you in that same kind of way. Okay, whether this was actual family or friendship or something. What else? What do we know about this person, this lost loved one? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and the Hermit. So the Hermit again with the Virgo energy here. Spirit, what is the message behind the Two of Swords though? Why is the Two of Swords here? Two of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, I am just remembering something, by the way. Don't worry. I just forgot to pick up a card that I dropped on the floor. I'm so sorry. Don't worry. I will get a second card for you guys. I just didn't want to interrupt the flow of the filming for Group 1. Okay, so the message here. So the Temperance card coming up for your loved one. Temperance is healing. And it's also an angel energy, okay? A spirit guide or an angel or something. So I'm just wondering, okay, so with the two, and the Justice card at the bottom, Group 1 had that as well. So I'm not sure who exactly who this energy belongs to right here. But I got the feeling that with the Two of Swords, maybe one of you were scared that this person was in limbo or something like that, or detached or stuck. Okay, because the Two of Swords has to do with being stuck. So I was kind of wondering if that had to do with it. So again, in the intro I said, this is not necessarily a person who has passed on, but it kind of gives me that feeling, yes, but not as much as for group one. But for you guys, it just feels like someone here was concerned about the person being alone and blocked. So we'll get more, and then we'll get their messages for you. Spirit, anything else? What can you tell us about group two's lost loved one, please? Yeah, again, generosity is coming up. This is a huge one for this person. I feel like they spent their life giving to others. All right. Again, the way that I'm phrasing it, I do feel like this is a person who passed away. If that is not resonating 100% with you, then, you know, it's still, the message still applies. Just kind of, you know, take that part out. But yes, this is a person who really dedicated their lives to serving and helping others, even though they had that kind of playful attitude where it didn't seem like they were so mushy. Like, you know, they were actually quite tough, but they had a heart of gold, quite honestly here. Any other clues as to who this is? See, as I say, as I say, heart of gold, look at that, Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. They had just such a pure and loving, compassionate heart, very connected to spirit, but I feel like they did kind of hide their big heart just because they didn't want to be seen in a certain way. But they knew it, other people knew it, so maybe sometimes they appeared a little bit tough, you know what I mean? But that was pretty much just for show. Okay, let's just get like one or two more, and then I'll go into their messages. Oh, the Tower. Spirit, can you please let us know what is the Tower? What is the message behind the Tower? The Tower. The Three of Cups. Okay, so honestly, this feels like a friend energy, and it doesn't really matter if they were family or not, because family can feel like friends, but it does feel like because of their departure, I'll use that word, because of their departure, it feels like your friendship or your, you know, the happy times, like it did come to an abrupt end, and that did come up in group one as well, just like this, you know, this sudden shocking kind of end where you felt like things were crumbling. Spirit, can you tell us about perhaps the Six Lovers at the bottom, but you know, it's just a lot of love here. Six of Wands, what is the message behind the Six of Wands? Okay, Five of Cups here. So I did get the sense, and group one got the Ten of Cups, but for you guys, the Six of Wands. This is really interesting. The way that your person is viewing basically their passing, they're viewing it as in a sense victory, because they have ascended. That's how they're looking at it. Very different from this is so interesting. So it's kind of like the version of their passing and their ascension to whatever spiritual realm. You see, it's like this holy sort of divine thing where they have risen, okay? And they do, like, maybe they would have considered that something like a triumph because of the, you know, just being held in high regard, or, you know, whatever the case is. Let's see what else. Are there any other messages? And as I said, Ascension, the Judgment card, is at the bottom of the deck. Actually, yeah, look at that. So they're definitely in a higher plane right now. Any final messages about who this person is, or any other clues, Spirit? Yeah, look at that. They're in such happiness and harmony, and it's like this celebration energy. They're home. Oh my gosh, they're home. You see in the background? Wow. All right. If like, this is going to sound weird, but it's like they are not sad about their passing, okay? Again, different than group one, that they shared that sadness. But for you guys, it's like they see it as something to be celebrated, because they just are in such a better place, is honestly what it sounds like they're saying. So anyway, let's get the messages. Don't worry, there's no missing cards from this one. Okay, that was weird. See, I told you, they speak to you in all kinds of ways. The Eight of Wands was at the bottom of this deck, and it just couldn't wait to fall down. So they cannot wait to say something to you, and the first message is, I am here. In your face, I am here, in a playful, kind of a joking way, like, not joking, but like playful and, you know, bantering kind of a way. And this card was right beneath it, okay? Three of Cups, same kind of energy there. So this, so lost loved one, with respect, with permission, what are your messages? What are your messages for group 2? Sorry. What are Capricorn energy at the bottom? Lost loved one, or loved one, sorry, loved one of group 2. What are your messages? Eight of Wands. What are you trying to say? With 2 Eight of Wands coming out. It's like the fact that it was a double Eight of Wands, they're just like really, really wanting to say, look at that Ace of Wands again. They've started a whole new beginning. Now, if I was kind of saying in the previous group that I'm not exactly sure how it works when I don't really know the sequence of things, but it kind of feels like with the 2 Ace of Wands coming out here and the Ace of Cups, it kind of feels like if anybody would be reincarnated, it would be this person. You know, I have no idea how things are going to play out, but it just feels like they loved life so much that they just want to be in it. They just want to have some kind of a fresh start, and like they might very well in some time be reborn. Whoo, boy. Justice, again, that's something I saw. So in time there will be some kind of justice or clarity. I think they're trying to say clarity. So give yourself some time. Okay, now with the four of Swords, this is when you're going to most likely receive the most messages from this person, when you're sleeping, when you're whatever, like on the astral plane. And I don't know if it already started, but if it hasn't, it will. Okay, give it a little bit of time and be open to receiving them. Try not to have any kind of negative blocking emotions such as fear or whatever else, you know. It could be fear, pride, anger. Any negative emotions are a very effective block to psychic energy or spiritual communication, so keep that one in mind. Let's see what else they have to say. This again at the bottom, Ace, it's just such a potent message. So maybe that is honestly something that they are saying here. I wish I knew more about how things worked, but I feel like that is going to happen. So again, like, just take whichever message resonates, but something here is going to be renewed. The Ace all across the board, I feel, is that energy. Something here is going to be renewed or come full circle. What other message, loved one of group 2, what other message do you have? Page of Pentacles. The Page is actually a child. This is interesting. The Page is a child, and your person came up as the High Court cards of the Pentacles. So it's kind of like they're going back in time here. This is really interesting, and becoming a child again. Wow. Okay. So again, for you guys, I am getting the energy of a loved one who did pass away. I'm just trying to figure out if that doesn't resonate for all of you and this person does sound familiar, then the way that the other thing resonates is that this energy, like I said, will be renewed, refreshed, and come full circle, meaning that could very well mean reunion, and yes, you could receive actual communication from them. I know I was a little, you know, what I felt more strongly was that this was a person that passed, but obviously that might not necessarily be the case for you guys. It's just hard to make all the messages fit when I feel that. Okay, loved one of group 2. What else would you like to say to them? Important messages for them. Okay, so here with the 5 of Swords, the message was immediately, it said, stop fighting. Okay, so in so now this is a little bit more relevant to those of you that this is not someone who passed away, but they're saying like, drop the swords, it's time to stop fighting. So if, you know, whichever one, it's still the same. This person is asking you to stop having the energy of petty battles and to walk away from conflict. It's not worth it. Life is too short for that, okay? It's much too short for that. So just walk away from that. And they're asking you to have hope and to have faith and just to have a sense of peace as you walk your life. And it's time for peace. What else? Loved one of group 2, what else would you like to say to them? Oh, and just cycling back just slightly, again, for those of you that this is not a person who passed, with the 2 of swords, so it's not that about limbo, like the concern was about limbo, but the stuckness is still here. So if this was a friendship, maybe there was a rift in a friendship or what have you, a family relationship thing, this is talking about both of you being alone and like feeling like there's this stubborn like stuckness and a standstill to your connection, but they're talking about wanting to heal, and for you as well. Loved one of group 2, anything else? What would you like to say to them? Again, with this energy of the child, the Page of Wands, I feel that passion in your connection, or like just within you, or the energies between the both of you is going to be renewed and brought again to this sense of, it's like a breath of fresh air. So I really, again, I'm getting this, like cycles are previous or unnecessary or heavy cycles are being released, and we are stepping into a completely new and fortunate energy. So whichever situation resonates with you guys, new and beautiful, passionate energy, prosperous energy is coming your way, is really the message here. Anything else? Loved one of group 2, anything else? Don't hide your love. Don't hide your love for each other. Don't hide your emotions. Don't hide your passion. Whatever it is, don't hide it. Okay? So again, we talk about the 5 of swords, this time the 7 of swords. Drop those swords, drop any facade, and step into the powerful healing energy of the lovers. Whatever kind of love. And this is divine. This is very holy. This is sacred. This is what life is really, they're saying that this is what your life is really truly meant to be, is just of love and of divine guidance and of harmony. The lovers is all about harmony. So get rid of the petty battles, get rid of the, you know, just any kind of exhaustion. The 9 of Wands is also about that as well. And just be at peace, be in harmony. Wow, that's so beautiful. Okay. Any final messages for group 2, please? Any final words, loved one, for group 2? Keep fighting for good stuff, though, okay? So they're asking you to be at peace and to just live your life. And the 7 of Wands, when it says fighting, be like how they were in terms of fighting for what's right, fighting for goodness, fighting for, you know, helping others, or having a good life in a sense of striving for what you really want and what you know is right for you, okay? So be a fighter in that sense is what this person is saying, because that's how they were or are. Okay, any other final messages? Yeah, and this is actually the card that fell. So in whatever way, so if they passed, they're talking about them, you know, ascending and evolving and expanding and just being in a much better place. And if your person has not left Earth, they're talking about potentially the both of you expanding and evolving, could be together, just like 2 separate wavelengths for now. And let's get a final message, please. Loved one of group 2, a final message before we get some charms. I'll get some. Group 2. Okay, so we have here the, yes, definitely expansion, and it's a message and sort of like a prediction that they're providing you. Well, what's the word? They're just kind of giving you a glimpse of what's to come here, but definitely expansion. And there again, I'm feeling a breath of fresh air coming towards you guys. Two of Wands, very similar energy. This is moving up and onward in a bright future. And then you also have another 2. So the number 2 might be significant for you guys in some way, because you have 2 of them here at the same time. High Priestess energy. So with the High Priestess energy, they are asking you to allow something to unfold here. There's something beneath the surface that will, I'm getting this image of something just naturally floating and appearing in the surface of water. It's almost a little scary, but it's nothing bad. But this is what it looks like when something is unfolding and flowering over time. The veil is going to be so if you see here, this is like the veil behind the High Priestess. You're going to be able to see behind the veil is kind of what they're saying. There's water behind her. Okay, so something is going to come to the surface naturally. So they're asking you to sort of, similar to this energy, if you're kind of worried about something in your life, you have to kind of just relax and let it be, okay? The answers will come to you, is what they're telling you right now. The answers will come to you, clarity will come to you, and for the most part, you know, aside from just living your best life and striving for what's right and for your goals, everything else is falling into place. So there's really nothing that you have to, you know, take like crazy action about. So that's one thing that they're trying to remind you of, okay? Things will be okay. So, loved one of group 2, can you please provide us with a couple of charms? Any final messages here? Okay, so yes, if this person has passed, you might be seeing feathers. Actually, group 1 did get that, but they got a different feather. Okay, so that's a sign. And then you have this, just for the interest of time, you know, you can research them if you want more info, but I'll just show you. You have the owl here. You also have the starfish, or star, depending on what resonates for you guys. And you have the, I think well, you have a child. So I don't know if maybe you knew each other since childhood, or a child is significant in some way to you, okay? Whew. So group 2, that is what I have for you. I really, really hope that this helped. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group, and let us know in the comments what's going on with you. Thank you so much for tuning in, sending you guys blessings. Please subscribe and share if you enjoyed this. And thanks once again, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the gold candle. So, Spirit, this reading is for group 3, and the energies for them, especially with any messages from their lost loved one. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. So, I'm going to first try to see who the person is, who the being is, and then after that, after I get the second deck, I will ask what the messages are. We'll see what comes through though. Spirit, for group 3. For group 3, what are the energies for group 3 and their lost loved one? Please, Spirit, please and thank you. For group 3, what are the energies for their lost loved one? Okay, 2 of Cups. I am amazed because every group so far, an actual person card or energy came up immediately rather than it being like a random, you know what I mean? 2 of Cups. Okay, so what else, Spirit? What are the energies for their lost loved one? Okay, my friends, so with you, I am going to say, even though it is a general reading, this is a love card, at least in the way that I typically read it, okay? So 2 of Cups, it, yes, can be a soulmate energy. Now, if it's not a soulmate romantic sense, this could be a soulmate in terms of a friend or a family member, you know, whatever, we'll see. Okay. So we have the King of Wands. This might be representing your person. It's not gender specific as usual, but this is a fiery energy. Okay, well, a fire energy could be a Leo energy or any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up here. We have the 10 of Wands, more fire here, but that's energy of burden. So this is kind of an interesting start. 10 of Pentacles. What is, okay, and then the World. Let me first get a couple more and then I can throw it all together. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Who are we dealing with here? So Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, this might have something to do with someone that you knew from either your work life or something like that. Could be another possibility here, but let me go right in here and ask. I'm not sure if these are split messages. Let me go right in and ask. Spirit, what can you tell us? Let's do King of Wands first. What can you tell us? Who is the King of Wands for group 3? Who is this King of Wands energy? Honestly, this is kind of looking like it's a person almost like in a position of authority. Because we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords and we also have the Knight of Wands. Let me get this instead now. Hold on. They're coming up as a little bit almost unclear in comparison to the first 2 groups. Spirit, what can you tell us about the 2 of Cups? I think I might be 2 of Cups, 2 of Cups. For group 3, who is the, yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. It's interesting. Anything else for the 2 of Cups? Who is this? I do feel like there's a split in energies here because there's, as you can see, there's a lot of different people coming up. We have 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, and then okay. I wanted to get it from just one person, but that might not be what's happening here. Okay, so Spirit, any other messages for clarity here? Who are we dealing with for group 3? Who is their lost loved one, please? If you can provide us a little clarity. Who is their lost loved one? What's going on here? Maybe you guys wanted messages for more than one person. But yeah, I mean, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords here. Let's see what else we're dealing with here. One second. I'm going to do something. Hold on. This has never happened before. I have to start over. I'm so sorry. I have to start over. This has never happened before. There's conflicting energies here. There's more than one person coming up. So we're going to start over. And I've never done that ever. And I don't edit my videos because I don't have time for it. Spirit, this reading is for group 3. So some of you might not catch this. I'm going to correct my timestamp and we're going to start over, but we need just one energy. So if you are watching this, please take a deep breath, clear your mind, and just let go of anyone that you might have been thinking of. We need one energy here because otherwise we're not going to get any messages at all. So I'm going to correct this and I'll see you there. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the gold candle. So I hope that if you're watching this, you took a deep breath, you have a clear mind, and I'm going to do my best to channel the energies of one person, because for you guys, more than one might come up, but I'm going to do my best to get one clear message here from one particular person or being. Spirit, this is for group 3, and I even had to change my cards for you guys, actually, just to see, because different cards show different things. These are more detailed, and I haven't used these in a long time, but they have a good connection. Spirit, this is for group 3, and the energies for them, and especially the messages from their lost loved one. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Okay, Spirit, who is, if you can give us clarity, who is the lost loved one of group 3 with clarity, please? Who is the lost loved one of group 3? Who is trying to communicate with them or give them any message for group 3? Okay. So this does seem like a masculine energy, and it could be someone who has equal earth and water. Okay. We have here the High Priestess, so this is a very psychic energy as well. And we have, honestly, you have a lot of elements going on here. So that's fire energy. So again, there's a little bit of sort of like I don't want this to turn into a confusing reading. So I want to get you the clearest messages I can. So let me do one by one. Hold on. Spirit, can you please tell us about the King of Cups? Okay, this is getting weird. This card came up again. Now, I'm going to, for those of you that didn't happen to catch what happened before, just now, before I did your reading, I had to start over because I'm like, there's a lot of stuff. There was more than one person trying to give you messages, and I had to actually start over, and I never ever did that in a reading, and I corrected the timestamp because I'm like, I can't read like this, but there's so many energies that are trying to pop up at you, so I'm not sure how to proceed. There's a King of Pentacles, a King of Cups, a Queen of Pentacles, and that's already more than one person. All right, so how am I going to do this? I don't know. Let's go one at a time here. Let's do that. Let's go one at a time. And let me channel your first person directly. There's at least 2. I don't think there's 3, but there's at least 2. Okay, group 3, you guys are a special of the bunch. This did not happen for the first two groups, so bear with me. Okay, so with respect and with permission, the first loved one of group 3, can you please let us know who you are? The first loved one. Let's do one at a time. What are your messages and who are you? If you can let us know, please. I tell you, this has never happened before. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. This might be a person. No, this is a person who has passed on. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with saying any other, like, okay, this could be a person that's still on Earth. They're not, okay, with the Judgment card. That's the first thing. Okay, oh my. This is Earth energy again with the Hermit. This is the Virgo card. So I said to you before, you had all kinds of elements. You had masculine, feminine, you had different age groups. It was just a lot. So here we narrow it down. This looks to me like this might have been a person that you did not have the best ending with, okay? Look at the 10 of Swords here. This could have been a person that things left off in a very bad way. Maybe you guys stopped talking to each other towards the end. One of you felt abandoned or something like that. This could have been something, you know, maybe a childhood friend or, you know, someone that you just got along with really well. But at the same time, there might have been some kind of level of immaturity from either your side, their side, or both sides, okay? I'm going to pause. That was intense because that, like I said, that never happened. And now that I'm talking in this kind of flow, at least now I know that this is cooking, we're working here, because I was like stumped with the first two things that I just tried. So thank you for your patience. So this over here, all right, this did show up in the first two attempts, as you guys probably saw. This is not a happy ending with this person, and I'm very sorry to hear that, all right? So it ended in a heavy way. So what else can you tell us? The Virgo, well, I should say the Hermit. Who are you, please? What can you tell us about yourself? Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Hermit? Yeah, this person has passed on. Holy cow, look at that. They have passed on. This is the Death card, you know, Death and Rebirth card. And I don't know exactly, the energies for where they are isn't quite popping up, but it's just showing us that this person has moved on to the next, I guess, realm or stage of their existence, you know, that kind of thing. Over here, we have the 7. So I was asking about who they are. We have here the 7 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Interesting mix here. So it does look like this person was a hard worker, okay? Was a hard worker and was putting a lot of work into building things in their life, and had a lot of passion and perhaps creativity for what they were doing as well. Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Hermit energy, or the whoever this loved one is? What else can you tell us? The Hanged Man. Interesting. I feel that they sacrificed something, or maybe their passing in some shape or form was some kind of a sacrifice, or maybe they made a sacrifice for you, or you made a sacrifice for them, but that was important here. Spirit, any other important messages about who this is? Ten of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Okay. Chills. You have all the 10s. I was just double checking just now. You have all the 10s. Okay, so again, I was pretty much getting that this person has moved on to a different plane. Now, if that's not resonating, yes, it could be possible that there was like a very heavy ending just in general. 4 10s in one spread is very significant to me. Okay, it also does mean renewal. So if you're watching this and it's not resonating that it's a person who passed on, it might not be the right group for you, because that is really what I'm sensing here. At least for group 2, it was like a little more on the fence. Group 1, definitely not. But anyways, so here we have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This is a renewed and beautiful energy. So I do feel like they have only recently moved on to wherever they were trying to get to. There is, ooh, this is heavy. It kind of feels like, and I don't know anything about the afterlife, I really don't, but it feels like it was taking them a while to get there. And I'm assuming it's because of this difficult, painful, burdened kind of energy. So I think that a part of their consciousness or their spirit was still holding on to things, but they finally learned to let that go, and as should you, is kind of their message to you. Because it does look like they have successfully moved on to brighter things, greener pastures, and that's confirmed over here with the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. Previously they were stuck. Okay, so I do feel that they have finally moved on. All right, Spirit, is there anything else that you can tell us about who this person is, their energy, who they are? Yeah, again, we have battles here. There was some kind of disagreement with you guys. So their energy is not really showing itself in terms of telling me how they are. That might come up next, but they're not really telling me anything about themselves. They're very mysterious. The Hermit card could probably just speak to that. It looked like they turned inward a lot and didn't really reveal anything. I think that in itself is telling me who this person is. That's honestly the only clue I have for you guys, other than the obvious ending here, this unpleasant or like this negative kind of ending that you guys had. All right, so interesting here. They're already going into the messages, even though I didn't ask that question yet. They're saying with the Ace of Cups that there's forgiveness here. So like to most of you, it was like that they forgive you, or just in general that there is forgiveness here, whether it's you towards them or like whoever, it doesn't really matter. There's love here. There's love here with the Ace of Cups, and that's really all that they are focusing on now in the energy that they are in, and that is the message that they wanted to give you first. Eight of Wands is directly message energy. Okay, so we also have the Magician. There's power being restored here, and things are being restored here in terms of their cycle. So whether they were lost and wandering for whatever amount of time, balance is coming through here. Look at the sadness that was before. So what we're looking at here is not only this person and their life or their ending. We're looking at the energy itself. The energy here from whatever happened between the both of you, the energy itself, energy can't end like that, because I would assume happens after something like that is that it turns into sort of like unfinished business, and it reminds me of like karmic relationships and stuff like that. I mean, again, I really am not too sure, but energy can't end like that. So if you're feeling this unfinished business kind of energy, remember forgiveness and love and new beginnings. Okay, so that is the encouragement here. So loved one of group 3, what other messages do you have for them? What do you have to say? Yes, see, this really looks like that. It's like that word camaraderie, which it's like this, sort of like this brethren love. King of Swords, King of Cups. You guys are coming out looking very similar. Maybe that's what actually led to a lot of this conflict, is that you're way too similar. Okay, so this is truth and this is love, what I'm holding here. This is maturity. So this is wild to me, but I can't believe this, but like, I never thought I would do a reading like this, but it's as if your person wants to reconcile here and now in this reading. And they're calling a truce, is kind of what it looks like here. Bygones be bygones comes to mind. So they are hoping for your forgiveness because they forgive you. Okay. Any other messages? Loved one of group 3. Any other messages for them? Oh my gosh. More conflict. This is something. You have 4 10s and now you have 3 5s. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. At the end, this person isolated themselves, or maybe vice versa, okay? And they didn't want that. Like, I mean, they don't want that now. They want to feel like, even though they're not on this earthly realm anymore, that you're still friends and that you're still connected. Whew. Okay. Yeah, someone here might have been in the dark. Both of you were probably in the dark. But I'm going to cry right now. Look at the two animals there. It's a domestic and a wild dog. And that's you guys just playing together again, like old friends. Howling up at the moon and just having a time. Like, oh my gosh, that's what this person wants. That's what whoever this is, that's what they want. And only you can really allow that energy to come through. Maybe they've been really trying to seek you and correct things and, you know, for things to just be resolved. Okay? So, group 3, for those of you that it's not resonating, that this is a person who has passed away, these messages still stand. Okay? There was a harsh ending, and, you know, what they're looking for is forgiveness. Same thing. Okay? Love and forgiveness and truth. And they're saying that there is a new beginning coming. Okay? So if this person has passed, it's still the same message. It's kind of challenging to incorporate both in a general reading. But yes, a new beginning is coming through here. This is purity. This is innocence. New beginnings of all kind. And happiness, okay? The golden skies. I mean, I love this. And they're asking you to have faith as well with the Fool card. Oh my goodness. Okay. Any final messages, loved one? Look at that. The Six of Cups. Again, this is so interesting. Okay, this is, to me, I can't believe this. Whew, it's like 2 peas in a pod. Okay, you have these coming up together, and then you have these. Look at that. Look at the pair. 2 and 2 and 2. This is incredible. Wow. That's what they want. Renewed friendship and love and harmony, and that childhood friendship feeling again. They want things to be fair. They want things to be just. And for clarity and truth and fair and justice to be revived within the connection. And if this is for those of you that this person has passed on, they want you to remember them in a good light, and they want that energy to be resolved. Okay? And for love to come through here. Okay, this is so powerful. So I'm gonna, you have another person that wants to say something to you. So thank you, loved one of group 3, for these messages. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back. Whew. Group 3, you're giving me definitely a psychic workout here, because I did not expect you guys to have sort of like a double thing, but I do not mind. I just thought that was very interesting. Let's get a different deck, because this energy was different. Let me see here. So we're only going to do one more, even though there was just like a lot of different energies kind of swimming around. Okay, so let's get into the next person. Okay, Spirit, we're looking into the second loved one. So, hold on. The second loved one of group 3. What are your messages for them today? The next loved one, whoever you are. This is someone who didn't get a chance to speak to you. They didn't get a chance to, again, it's a feeling of like something wasn't resolved. So someone didn't get a chance to speak to you. Loved one, lost loved one of group 3. Who are you, please? And what are your messages? Spirit, can you help us here with clarity? What are the energies for group 3's next lost loved one? Judgment card. Didn't we see that just with the other group? Now this may resonate in the same kind of way, but maybe it was just, it needed to be separate. messages. I'm not sure. Okay, interesting. It does kind of, I mean, it does really look like this person also is passed on, but again, take what resonates because it's going to be different. But there was something here that didn't get to be completed, same energy, but as you can see, it's the first section there was just intense with all the endings and the conflict. This is slightly different. I do feel that this person has passed on because we do have Judgment, the Sun, and Death cards. So there was rebirth and there was renewal. I don't really know if this is going to pertain to those of you that it's not someone who's passed on. It looks like this person has. Over here, an interesting combo. We have the 8 and the Page of Swords. So again, another kind of indication that they have been freed from the earthly realm. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell us about the 4 of Cups? The 4 of Cups, please. Okay, well that's familiar. 10 of Wands. Yeah, there was some kind of burden and blockage at the time of you guys' ending of that cycle. What else, Spirit? Who is this lost loved one of group 3? This next person or this next... Okay, these energies are starting to look very, very similar. So I'm not sure exactly... hold on. This person has started anew. I don't know why those messages had to be sifted through like that. Spirit, what can you tell us about Group 3's lost loved one or their loved one that wants to reach them? What is the specific message here? What is the message here? Yeah, so we did see the 2 of Cups at one point. I do feel that this person had, or again, if it resonates, it has so much love for you. And all they want is harmony. Okay, so... look at this. This is the energy that's in the background and they need this to be corrected, and so do you. I'm starting to think that this is... okay. I do feel that in the beginning, there was quite a few people that wanted to say stuff to you, right? But this, it is kind of feeling almost like the same person, but they already said what they had to say. So now this one, let me just see if there's any... are there any other loved ones for Group 3? Are there any other loved ones that would like to say anything at this time to them? Please reveal yourself. Group 3, loved one, lost loved ones of Group 3. Can you please let us know? Okay. We have the Conflict card again. And then we have Justice and the 3 of Wands. You know what I think? I think that in the beginning, the first 2 attempts, that to me, it was signifying all of the chaos and the clutter and the confusion of this particular person. Now, I do think that there's other loved ones out there who possibly had a message, but because of that person, whoever they were, I feel like that in itself was everything that you needed to hear, essentially, is what I think. Okay, and trust me, I'm not trying to just back out of this reading because I'm not that way. But these messages are repeating themselves. Okay, so your person, the person, whoever this is, clearly wants that. They wanted to drill that message through, that your energy, whatever energy you were left with on the physical earthly plane, or again, if they are not passed on, it's still the same thing. They cannot have this energy of conflict or pain or burden or whatever. Okay, we can't have this. So essentially they need you to face this, to work to resolve this, and for in general for the new beginning to start, because you guys deserve happiness. Whew, you guys took me on a journey there, and it was very interesting, but I honestly think that it took a turn, and that's never happened before. How many readings have I done? That's never happened. So let's get some charms for you guys just to see what else this person has to say. Loved one of Group 3, please provide us with some charms, anything at all. But that was an interesting one. I have never seen that ever. Okay, yes, this is I see this as a truce, okay? I see that as a truce. It's like an offering of some kind, and it is coming full circle. You guys got the, look at this. You got the heart with the lock inside of it. So someone here is really locking their heart in a stubborn way, or was. Oh my. And then here, same kind of a message. There's an anchor here. Maybe it could be just like someone is too stuck, whether that's in the mind or in the heart, okay? Wow, this was interesting. I have never seen anything like this before. Let me get you one more, just because your reading was very up and down. Let's at least do one more. This is an angel message. Hold on. So, especially for those of you that watch my first take, that I literally am not going to edit out, whatever, you kind of got a glimpse as to how my abilities work, because I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I cannot fake it. I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, that's never happened to me in the middle of filming. There's no pause button on this thing. It's an iPad. That's funny though. Oh well. I'm learning. Okay, loved one of group 3. Do you have any final message for them? Just one message. By the way, if this is your first time watching my channel, I'm like shaking my head. Just watch some of the other videos. Trust me, it's not usually like this at all. Okay, so here we have the Angel of Responsibility. It says, my ability to respond makes me feel accountable. Wow, that word accountable. If there's a fight, I am joyfully responsible for my life. Whenever we use our ability to respond with our talents and capacities to all that is ascribed to us, we are being responsible. This can mean using those talents and abilities for the good of all in a light and joyful way. Responsibility is only a burden when we forget to use our talents and cut ourselves off from the flow of spiritual energies that are always waiting to help us whenever we can respond. So this is interesting. This used a couple of the key words. So accountability, burden, and cutting off yourself. And also it's talking about the overall message of using talents for good and for light and for joy. So this might not resonate 100%, but I thought that it was interesting that it used some of those words. All right, so group 3, very, very interesting reading. Like clearly it was confusing in the beginning, but either way I do hope that it helped. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group. But that's all I have for you guys for now. Maybe we can get some clarity in future readings, or maybe check out some of my older videos. I have one, what would your ancestors say to you? I have a spirit guides one somewhere. Okay, so either way, I hope that you got something from it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Send you guys blessings, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the shungite pendant. So, little mishap with group 3. So for you guys, I'm going to try to channel the energy, the messages from your loved one, whoever has the most pressing, because if more than one comes out, it's honestly going to be quite impossible or confusing. Spirit, for group 4, this is for group 4, and the energies for them, especially the messages from their lost loved one. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. Spirit, from the most pressing messages for group 4. Spirit, what are the energies for group 4 and their lost loved one? Please and thank you. The energies, the strongest energies for group 4 and their lost loved one. A lot of water energy coming out right here. Okay. So the Chariot card like completely jumped out and slid across. Okay, this is a Cancer energy, the Chariot, and then you also did have the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like we are working with a water sign. I'm not sure if it's necessarily a female, but it is a feminine energy here, Chariot. Let's see what else comes up though. So we also have the 10 of Cups. This is someone who you shared a lot of happiness with this person. Now for you guys, again, this is very difficult to apply to everyone 100%. So I think for you guys, it might be a mixture of this. Yes, for some of you, this person has passed away. Others of you, this person, you just something happened there, and they haven't passed on, but it's the messages will still be here. So it looks like there was a lot of happiness shared between the both of you. Okay, love and happiness and harmony and a lot of prosperity with the Ace of Pentacles. We have here 4 sword cards in a row. We have the Page, the Knight, and the 4 of Swords. Okay, so I'm still trying to just piece together here what the relationship was or is currently. Let's just get a couple of more cards before I do. Ace again at the bottom. So this is a lot of air energy. So we have water and air energy. Spirit, what can you tell us about who this person is, please? Who is this lost loved one for group 4? Yeah, there was so much love, really. And there still is, depending on whatever past tense, present tense I'm using. So there's a lot of love here. This is a deep soul kind of love. Not necessarily romantic, but it very well could be. There's just so much purity of heart here. And again, the cups as well. What else can you tell us about this person? Who is this person that's trying to communicate at this time with group? Oh, okay. That clarifies it for me. Yes, so some of you, this is not going to resonate. Now, if already you feel that this is not resonating, that it's not a person that you loved in a romantic sense, this might not be the right group for you. Okay, group 4, just because it is looking like this is turning into that. Okay, so I'm just going to let you know that right away. So if it isn't for whatever reason, if it does resonate, it could, again, yes, it could be friendship, but this is very strong soulmate energy. All right, whether they're still on earth or not, this is very powerful. Let's keep going, but that's what we're looking at so far. Spirit, what can you tell us? Who is the lovers? Who is in this lovers card? Who is this? Yikes, you guys. Wowza. Ace of Cups. Yes, this is romantic love. I'm just going to say it. The Empress we also have. This is a very powerful, you have so far 2 very powerful feminine energies that are coming up here. This also alternatively could be how this person sees you, depending on like the details of your situation. Now, what else can I get for you guys? Whoo, more soulmate energy at the bottom. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, and with the Ten of Cups here, this is looking to me like there was a lot of shared energy between the both of you about starting a family and a future together. That's really what this is looking like. Spirit, any other clarity here? Whoop. And then it just stopped. Five of Pentacles, someone, at a certain point, this stopped, okay? And it just seemed like, you know, that this person's departure from your life, like all of a sudden it just dropped off, okay? Spirit, can you tell us why? What happened here with the Five of Pentacles? So obviously, if this person passed away, that is why, and it felt like one of you was left behind, right? It felt like you were, well, you as the viewer, it felt like you were left behind and just like left out in the cold. For those of you that they didn't pass on, you know, that's what I was trying to get at, obviously, here. But here with the Fool card, if they did pass on with the Fool card, they have been reborn, essentially. Or like, if not reborn, they've started this new beginning wherever they are. Okay, the Fool card has really been making an appearance. But in whatever way, there was just so much pain associated with the departure. Spirit, can you give us a message, though, for those that, by the way, group 4, you're the first group that it felt sincerely 50-50, that some of you, this person's alive, and others of you, this person has passed on. The other group's a little bit different. So that's interesting. Spirit, can you give us a message for the portion of viewers? If the person is still here on Earth, what happened? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? What happened? A fight. As simple as that. That you had a falling out. Some kind of a fight, an argument. It could have even been a petty thing, because the Five of Swords is a petty battle card. So that's what happened. It sucks. Like, it was just this thing that caused this ending for you guys, and there's stubbornness here. Someone was very stubborn. Okay, now we know who we're dealing with for the most part. Anything else, Spirit? Any other clues as to who this person is? It's very clear to me that this person cares or cared so much for you, okay? Temperance, you know, this is a card of deep healing, and they were very hurt, or like vice versa. Just so, there was so much pain here in regards to this ending, and all they wanted, or all they want currently, is healing and clarity, and to come to rest about this connection and start anew, okay? Wow. Let's see what else is here. I don't think there's anything. So then the next part, yes, is going to be a little bit easier, because I'm going to see what they have to say to you directly. But before I do that, Spirit, do you have any other messages at all about the energies for Group 4's lost loved one? Anything else? Anything else that we need to know about this connection? 5, another 5 of Wands this time. That's 3 in a row. That's insane. Okay, so the way that things came towards that end, I don't know what caused this, but it sucks, okay? Spirit, what is your message for us? What do we need to know about these 3 5s in a row? What is the message behind the 3 5s in a row? Anything else? What is the message for Group 4 about these 3 5s? I feel that for those of you that this is representing the conflict or the feeling of abandonment or pain that you felt if they passed, I feel like the message here is that your healing and your expansion is coming. Okay, so that's what I feel like is happening there. For those of you that this person is still on Earth, it does look like there was just fighting energy here, and someone got offended, and they were trying to fight for themselves and defend themselves. And that's pretty much what started it. And then it just progressed, and it didn't really let up, okay? It didn't really let up. So again, the message continues for you guys, same thing, that there very well could be movement towards a healing direction and expansion. I don't know about reunion quite yet, but that's what it's looking like so far. So I hope that, at least for you guys, Group 4, I hope that you have some idea, for the most part, who we're talking about Again, this is incredibly powerful soulmate love, soulmate energy, and it looks like, so I mentioned before, like wanting to, I mean, there's new beginnings here. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Oh boy, I just feel so bad. Like if your person passed away and you were thinking about the future, the next part, the messages, you know, I'm sure they'll give us plenty, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so just spilled my water for the first time ever as I was filming. They're definitely water energy. They're controlling my water. That's so crazy. They literally had an impact on my water. That's so amazing to me. Okay, so let's shuffle. Okay. So, loved one of group 4. With respect and with permission, what are your messages? What are your messages for them today? Please and thank you. Loved one, lost loved one of group 4. What are your messages for them at this time? Okay. They're sorry that they had to go so suddenly. And this card, I think, showed up in all of the groups. Well, I think so. But that's the first message here. That's why I didn't pick this one up, because this one landed face up. That's the first message that they had. They're sorry that they had to leave so suddenly, and that it caused chaos or disruption or pain in your life. Okay. And they did want to deliver some kind of truth to you, and I just feel that right now, even just as we speak, they're wanting to deliver truth and clear messages to you. We have the 9 of Wands. They fought a lot. They battled within their own mind a lot because of everything, you know. For those of you that it's like it has to do with fighting, this person has put themselves through a lot because of what happened between you. For those of you that this person passed on, it kind of feels to me like it's the same thing. Although they're in a spiritual form, they feel the burden that you have now gained because of this. And they're sharing that burden here and now with you, right as we speak. That is their message for you, that they are here with you, sharing that burden. Now, I would assume that it's kind of like saying that, of course, they don't want you to have that burden. They want you to heal. But let's keep getting messages here. Loved one of group 4. What else would you like to say to them? What else would you like to say to them? Oh my gosh. We just talked about the Temperance card. Whew. They're saying keep fighting for your healing. Okay, don't give up. That's what they're saying. Don't give up. And for the rest of you that you resonated down here, the same message goes. Don't give up on healing. They still want to heal. They still want to fight for things and for healing and reconciliation. Okay? But yes, for the first group, that's what they're saying. Do not give up on your healing. Keep going. Keep fighting. I've seen this a couple of times, and it's coming up with the 9 of Swords. I did see the 9 of Swords earlier as well. So I feel that they're acknowledging, either they're acknowledging or they're feeling with you this energy of either anxiety or stress and rumination. Rumination, yes. Rolling it over in your mind over and over again, and you can't stop thinking about it. They don't want this for you. And if it resonates, they don't want this for themselves. Okay? They want healing. Healing came twice. This is holy, sacred energy here. Oh, God. Okay. This is beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we have, oh gosh, you guys, with the soulmate, this is killing me here. This is so powerful. I don't want you to think that, like, again, if this is for you guys, whatever section you're in here, I don't want you to think that just because this person has passed that you're never going to find this kind of happiness again, because you will. And that's honestly what they're saying here. They're bringing that to your attention, that you will have this happiness in some shape or form. Okay? What else? Messages. Loved one of group 4. What other messages do you have for them at this time? See? It's not over, you know? Like, you're going to have a very fruitful life. In whatever way that means to you in your situation, you're going to have so much abundance and opportunity that's going to bless your life. You're going to have these blessings. And the fog is also going to clear as well. Oh, Chariot card came up again. They're asking you to choose light, by the way. They're asking you to choose the better path. Again, however that resonates for whatever section you're in here. But they're kind of like watching over you or thinking about you and saying, like, it's time to choose the path of light here, the path of goodness, or however it resonates, the path of healing, the path of forgiveness, the path of peace. Oh my goodness, this is so powerful. Anything else? Loved one of group 4. What else would you like to say to them? The time for the pain, the cycle is coming to an end. It's time to renew, it's time to grow, it's time to wake up from this. Time for the dark skies to fade away and be replaced with light. Your person is really, really encouraging you to come towards peace, healing, and reconciliation if it resonates, okay? And here, again, at the bottom of the deck, rising above the conflict, rising above the pain, conflict, or stuckness, whatever is the case, okay? Oh my gosh. Anything else? Anything else that you'd like to say? Yes, another ace. So this is in some ways a new beginning. For those that your person's still on Earth, this is speaking of clear communication coming through. So I'm not exactly sure if they necessarily will reach out, but this is a clear sign or clear communication. So I do feel like very soon you guys will receive clarity or a sign, a huge one, by the way. This is not just your everyday thing. I feel like this is going to be an obvious, in your face kind of either communication sign or something coming through here, okay? All right. Any final words? Any final messages? Loved one of group 4, what would you like to tell them? Wow. The Judgment card. So this is a card of ascension or evolving or awakening. Okay? So whatever part you fell into, it's the same thing. That's what they're moving towards, and that's what you are also moving towards. Let's just get one more, and then I'll get some charms for you guys. Maybe, let's see. Anything else? Final messages. This is a message of love being renewed. So remember before I said to you that this is not going to be your only happiness. The page is a child court card. So it's kind of like saying that there is a glimpse that this will happen again for you. And the other message is that this is new love. This is renewed love. And something is springing to life here. The fish is popping out of the cup. Not in a bad way, but like just something is, the blockage is being removed from the heart here. So that's all you have to know about that. Okay. Loved one of group 4, please. What are your messages for us at this time? These are charms, so let's just see. Loved one of group 4. Oh my golly. I can't believe this. You guys got all 3 feathers. That is amazing. All 3 feathers. This person is with you at all times. They're thinking of you at all times. They're providing you with signs and synchronicities and messages at all times. I can't believe you got all 3 feathers. That's insane. Whoo. You have, I think this one has been making an appearance. You also have the owl. Okay, so that might symbolize something for you. And you also have the flower. I don't know if there was like a significant flower in your connection or something like that. You might be seeing some signs of that as well. But with the 3 feathers here, that is such a, that's a sign of the divine. Okay, anytime that we see feathers, like whether that's a spirit guide, an angel, a message of any kind, I can't believe you guys got 3 of them. That is really something. Okay, group 4, wow, so much love here. And just let me just, for this part of you guys, if your person, group 4, if your person did pass, okay, first, I'm incredibly sorry for your loss, but just try to take to heart what they said. You know, they want you to be happy. They want you to have a new beginning. They're here with you in whatever form, and like, why would they want you to suffer or to be in darkness? Okay, so it was, where was it? They're saying the time for, I mean, now you take as much time. You take as much time as you need to grieve and to feel and to heal, whatever. You take your time. This is just the messages of the energies and the cards, but you know, within whatever stage you happen to be in and your intuition, you take as much time as you need, but they are with you no matter what. Okay? Oh goodness. So group 4, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. If it didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different group, but that's what I have. Feel free to share with us your feelings in the comments. You know, we'd love to hear from you. And you're in my thoughts, sending you blessings, giving you prayers of healing and light. Okay, so I will see you next time. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Feel free to check out some of my other readings if you feel like they might resonate, to follow up with some of these messages here. Okay, so thank you again for tuning in. See you next time, and take care of yourselves. Okay, bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 5, which is the pyrite. Spirit, this reading is for group 5. And the energies for them. And the messages from their lost loved one. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 5. Spirit, what are the energies for group 5 and their lost loved one? Please and thank you. What are the energies for group 5 and their lost loved one, whoever is wanting to communicate with us today? What are the energies for, okay. Okay. I'm just a little somber because group 4 was, it just hit me. Okay, so group 5, here we are. So group 5, I'm going to say to you, and some of you don't like when this happens, others might like this, but this is a romantic love energy that I'm seeing already. We have the 2 of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands. Yes, it's true that this could certainly be something with friendship, but honestly, that's not what I'm feeling here. So I wanted to say that right away, just in case, you know, if you feel like it's not resonating, it might not be the right group for you, feel free to stay, but if it doesn't resonate, feel free to pick a different one, okay? So we start off here with the Empress card. I feel like this is you and your energy without your person. They are not at your side for whatever reason. We will find out, or we'll look into it at least. 2 of Wands here. There's something indicating at a future. There's something having to do with the future and receiving some kind of a message. I feel like I've said this a lot of times to you guys, and I use the pyrite crystal in some other readings before, so this might be familiar to you if you just have a calling to. This is called Fool's Gold as well, by the way. So there's something here. I see that you guys are able to look into the future with a sense of clarity. You're probably very psychic, okay? And I feel like you're quite intuitive and extremely powerful here with the Empress card. That might actually be adding to your person not being around. Let me pause for just one moment and also say that the other groups, some of them it was clear that their person was someone that had passed away, and other groups it was like 50-50. For you guys, I'm getting this person is still here on Earth. That's another thing. If it's not resonating for you, feel free to, you know, check out a different group. But that's what I'm feeling for you guys. And that's another reason why I did 5 groups, because I wanted to get, like, you know, clear and narrowed messages here. Your person is still on Earth, okay? So this is that kind of a reading. So they are intimidated by you, the Empress. The Emperor is not here at the Empress's side to show up as a twin flame. So whether it's twin flame or a very powerful soulmate, it's here. This is the energy. There's an incredible amount of passion, but someone here is very immature. This is probably your person, but the energies are interchangeable at times. So there's still love present here, although it is hidden from the Empress, okay? This card just stuck itself right in between. There's a pause here. There's a pause in this energy of love and of this divine ultimate reunion. I say reunion. You already know who this person is, most likely, okay? So there needed to be a pause here because of timing. You might be older or more mature. Well, no, you are more mature, but you might be older and therefore more experienced and had, if you will, a head start in regards to your spiritual development. You have grown so much over time. I feel like your person, especially if they're on the younger side, cannot keep up with you. And I feel like if they are younger in terms of just actual chronological years, not spiritual years, I feel like, well, it goes either way. I feel like they just need some reasonable time to catch up to you, because you're ridiculous in your power. It's just insane. There is a sense of grief. Clearly, there's a sense of grief and loss, and it might have very well been sudden. this sense of feeling, either of you, whoever, feeling like you were grasping out for that person and they just were gone. And you couldn't do anything about it. You felt powerless, whoever of you. Okay, the energy can go both ways. You just felt quite powerless to stop this or to prevent this or to change it. And now the energy that you're left with, either of you, is this, standing alone in this either sorrow or regret. Even though one of you tries not to think about the past, it just always happens again. Okay? Heavy, heavy. Okay. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this connection or about these energies? Anything else? Feels like it's leaning, and I only just noticed that. It feels like it's this deceptive lean in this direction. Like, I'm going to tell you what that means if it comes up, but that's interesting to me. It's like weighed down, you know? Spirit, what else can you tell us about this connection or these energies, please? Or this person, this lost loved one of group 5, please let us know. Okay. No matter what this person says, you are their happiness. I think that at this point, it's impossible for them to deny this. It just screams with obviousness. There's no point in denying it. So the fight or the battle or the conflict is still going on between the both of you. All right? The 5 of Swords is a very petty conflict card. So when I mentioned to you immaturity, someone here, and again, most likely your person, acted very immaturely and rashly, okay? They moved too fast. They did something too fast. They acted too fast or spoke too fast in a way that they weren't thinking of the consequences. I'm not even 100% sure if this person is even apologetic right now. I feel like they were at one point, but right now I feel like your person is kind of honestly, I feel like they went off the deep end with, I feel like they're not even trying anymore. I'm not sure if that's going to change. I hope for their sake that they own up to this, because they can't go on like this. Like, this is, they've lost their way. And the only way that a person can change is if they want to change. So that is a choice that is up to them, and no one can help them make that decision except themselves. They're choosing to walk away. They're choosing to run away. I do feel that a lot of it is because of fear, but more than fear, I do feel it's just because of the immaturity. And you know what? That's pride. That is pride. Okay? And so essentially they could make a choice to come back and to make things right and to be on your level, but they are refusing to. And that makes me sad to hear. At this point, I feel like you're unaffected by them, I have to say. I feel like you're just standing there in your power and you're just like, okay. Because you've heard this before. You're probably very tired of this. And when I said to you that you chose this stone, it's called Fool's Gold, and you're just like, that's probably how you see your person. It's just like they're a fool at this point. It's just like, wake up, stand up for something. Like, what are you doing? But it's not your concern. I feel like you're actually doing quite well in your life. You're looking into your future and building your happiness, your success, and your happiness and your fulfillment. And you're doing a freaking great job. That's what I have to say to you. I'll get messages from them in a little bit. But I'm just really taking my time with this energy. You guys are incredibly calm and like just so in your king or queen power. It's just like It's very comforting. It's very grounding. And it's like, you know, you're a boss. It's like that term, you're a boss. You got it. Judgment card. Again, this is you. Not sure if your person is sharing this energy. I feel like they want to, and quite honestly, oh my God, that's interesting. Okay. So while I think that they're choosing to be a little like cowardly or like a chicken in some aspects, I feel like they had been stubbornly and pridefully running away from putting in the spiritual work. Did you notice how the Judgment card, which is a highly spiritual and divine card, just floated right on top of their card? The love is here, the connection is here. For a lot of you, I feel like you are destined to be with this person. Or like if it's not destined to be with them for life, because that one, I have to put a disclaimer, I have to use a lot of caution with that statement. Or if you're simply meant to reunite with this person in some way, I feel like Spirit is intervening right here. Right with this card here. Because it's kind of like I saw Spirit hovering over this person. Sidebar. Did you guys in group 5, did you ever have the experience where you had a literal nudge or a literal push from your spirit guides or from the divine in any way? Because that has actually happened to me in my life, and before I even knew what spirit guides were. And I'm just like, it reminds me of that. Your person is going to get some interference here from the divine, and they're going to get more than a nudge. I tell you that right now. Okay, hold on. So, we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You see that? The Knight and the Queen. It's this progression here. It's like they're being forced to grow up. They're being forced to face their emotions, their heavy, heavy water energy that's coming up over here. They're being forced to move forward, to move onward. Now, of course, you know, they could still make their choice to do nothing or to run away, and that's fine. I mean, we all have our free will. I'm not saying that their destiny is going to be like... They still have their free will. I'm not taking that away from them. But what I'm saying is that it just looks to me like there's going to be some divine intervention here. Divine intervention, because they're trapped. They have created a lovely little cage and prison for themselves mentally and spiritually because of all of this absurd behavior. Oh boy, you guys must have a lot of patience to deal with this, okay? So Spirit, is there anything else that you can tell us about this connection before I get messages? Okay. So the good news here is that we do have Temperance, and this is a highly spiritual and healing card, hinting, yes, it could hint at forgiveness and reconciliation, but what I see it more of is that Spirit is watching over your union. More importantly, at least for this moment, Spirit is watching over your happiness. Yes, over the divine union, but more so over you. Ah, the Fool. This is your person. That's funny. The Fool. So they're showing up in all their glory as the Fool. Now, they're not all bad. They have a lot of, like, sort of like this charming recklessness to the way that they've lived their lives over the years. They at one point were very fearless and very, like, I don't know, even charming, the word came up for some weird reason. And they are very adventurous and spontaneous and like always welcoming bright ideas and new experiences and all kinds of things. But of course with the Fool, you know, we got to be careful with this energy because it could go either way. Literally, it's a 0 at the top. We don't know if this is positive or negative until the person makes a decision. And that is a whole philosophy in itself, which I won't get into, but it does fascinate me. You know, it's like one simple decision can tip the scale. That's just me kind of digressing a little bit, but that is your person. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit card. So there is a chance that in the near future they could be finally coming back into looking at themselves, but I'm not sure because it's on the bottom of the deck. It didn't pop out. Spirit, anything else before we get messages? Anything at all about this connection? Two of Pentacles. They're actually trying to decide. So as we speak, your person could be in between the realms in terms of making a decision. They're trying to find their footing here. Let's just do one more. They're being very suspenseful because I just said that they're making a decision, and look at this. The World and the Chariot. The Chariot is all about asserting one's will. Oh, I actually saw what their decision will be. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. When I get the Chariot card, and by the way, the World has to do with coming full circle and starting a new beginning, starting a new chapter, okay? It also talks about fulfillment. So perhaps the decision that they're making will be the one that fulfills them. My goodness. I did get a glimpse of what they would decide potentially, yes, at first. But they keep wavering back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I can't safely tell you because they're too wavering. They're like a seesaw or like it's never ending with them. But I feel like I can't even, there's no way that I could predict that, but maybe something will be revealed when we get the messages from them. So let's do that now. Bottom of the deck, that's already communication. Let's take a look here. They feel very trapped, they feel very sad, and even if they wanted to communicate, it's like they forgot how. That's what I got from those 3 shuffles and the cards that peeked out. Lost loved one of group 5. What do you have to say to them at this time? Please and thank you. Loved one, lost loved one of group 5. What are your messages for group 5? What are your messages for them? King of Swords, Knight of Swords could be indicating movement on their end, but we'll see. We'll see. Ooh. 8 of Cups. Knight of Cups. There's definite movement here. Normally with the 8 of Cups, I kind of see that as you saw here, like as walking away. But the thing is, you have 8 of Cups and 2 Knights, and they're well, it's not the Knight of, well, you already had that, but I actually think it's better that it's the Cups instead of the Knight here, because the Cups is all about healing. There's movement here. So your person, their message for you is that they're going to start moving soon. Towards where, I don't know, but they wanted to at least say that. Let me get more direct messages. Hold on. They have to be so mysterious all the time. Come on. Lost loved one of group 5. What are your messages specifically to them? If you can give us that at this time. What are your messages for them? I feel like they can't hold on to the burden anymore with the 10. Okay, remember with the World, ending of some kind of a cycle, Fool starting a new cycle. They can't hold on to the burden. They're not good at it. Their back's hurting, and my back is actually really hurting now, and yes, it's because it's like 2 hours and 20 something minutes, but I feel like they're feeling that pain. It's like this back-breaking burden of holding on to this. The burden meaning everything. The emotional burden, the burden of not communicating, the burden of not doing their work and their soul work, all of it. They have nothing left. Look at that. See? Same thing. It's their own inner conflict all the time. This is constant. And that sucks. for them, because you're not feeling that, I don't think, anymore. Honestly, you look very protected over here in your beautiful Empress energy, very protected from the divine and your own beaming light. This is wonderful. But your person, like, so like I said, you know, they can't do this anymore. What else would you like to say? Anything do you have to say for yourself? Lost loved one of group 5. What do you have to say for yourself about everything? Is there anything you have to say for yourself about everything? Okay, at least we have something here. With the 7, so now they didn't like acknowledge anything, but with the 7 of Pentacles and the King of Wands, I feel like this is a good sign. Now, I feel that they're telling you that in some way, in their own in their own way, they are working towards their maturity, the King. Now see over here, it was the Knight. I feel like at least they're going to try. I don't know if they're serious or not, but that's what they are trying to say. Okay, they're taking the steps, or they at least want to take the steps to cultivate or to grow their maturity. But the Wands, you got to be careful, because the Wands is still quite hot-headed, especially paired with their immature energy over there. Do you have anything else to say? What are your messages? Loved one of group 5. What are your messages for them? The Hanged Man. Let's get one more clarifier. Hold on. What's clarifying the Hanged Man? What are you trying to say here? Please and thank you. The Hanged Man, what are you trying to say? Interesting. They might be letting go of something. It could be either a third party situation, or with the King of Pentacles, it might have to do with like the way that they've been living their lives in terms of the 3D world. Whether this like is just like anything having to do with the way that they're living their physical world life, in their home, in their work, like whatever it is. The Hanged Man has to do with letting go and sacrificing that, surrendering that. And I feel like it's because of this. Did we have that before? No, we didn't. So the Judgment card, okay. Wait a minute, we did have that. What am I saying? It's right there in front of me. Yeah, I get, the lines get blurred with my readings a lot. So this is, so Judgment card hovered, remember? It hovered on top and it just was like nudging, nudging, nudging. So I think that here, with their Judgment card in their message portion of the reading, they're acknowledging that they're going to feel this nudge, okay? They're acknowledging they're going to feel Spirit's intervention, basically. Okay, well, what does that mean? Anything else? Anything else? Loved one of group 5, anything else? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, there very well could have been some kind of a third party, because there's more than one feminine energy coming up here, okay? And let's see what else. They've been, yes, so with the 7 of Swords and the Magician, they're doing their best to let go of anything or anyone else that burdened them. And I feel like they're going to finally stop hiding their power. They're going to finally stop hiding their truth of who they are as this version. So instead of the Fool and it's 0, we have the Magician, which is the number 1. This could be hinting at their decision. I feel like they're going to stop hiding who they really are. Okay, so let's take this bad boy out here for a second and just look at these 2 cards. So remember I said before, that's really interesting, the difference between like if this will go positive or negative. Well, perhaps here this could be our answer, because from 0 goes to 1. Alrighty. But as you can see, they clearly waver back and forth because the World card is right before the Fool. You see? So your person has a huge problem with oscillating back and forth. Any final words? Any final words, loved one of group 5? Any final messages for us, for them? And then we'll get some charms after that. Okay, this is here again. This is either a third party card or something having to do with the home or work or something. So that has been a huge factor in their, you know, their mindset or their behaviors. So we have here, here's the final cards. We have the 10 of Swords, similar to the 10 of Wands. So as you can see, there's so much pain, there's so much burden, and I'm telling you, my back is barking right now because of this energy. I mean, yes, that's me as well, but it's the ending of this cycle, and they can't take it anymore. It's too much. Who would want this? Like, I mean, come on, for longer than we had to endure this. Who would want this energy? So the final 2 cards are are Wands, which is kind of cycling back to this passionate, fiery energy that we saw before. Ace and the 6 of Wands. So in whatever way this resonates for you guys, there's going to be success and a new beginning. So I know that some of you, like, I don't know what you want the outcome to be here, because it could actually go either way. But we have a new beginning, a new passionate beginning in some shape or form with the Ace of Wands, and we have success and victory with the 6 of Wands. That's really incredible. Okay, yes. Lost loved one or loved one of group 5, do you have any other final messages through our charms, please, and thank you. You gotta be kidding me. And this didn't come up for anyone else, but look, eternal. Come on, guys. With that twin flame energy or soulmate energy, eternal. This is forever. This was from not just this lifetime. Something about this connection keeps being destined to come back again. So here with the leaf thing, I do feel like this signifies a new beginning or new life in some way, refreshed new energy. I don't know why these are here. But if you want to check the symbolism, just for added detail here, we have the dolphin. So I'm not sure exactly what that means for you guys. This could have to do with like playful energy and feeling like old friends again, I'm hoping. And then finally we have the teeny little cat on a branch. Hold on, it's kind of hard to see that one. It's like a little kitty cat on a branch, or like I think it's a branch. Wonder what that could mean for you guys. Let me know in the comments if that resonates for you. That one's an interesting. I wonder what that could mean. Okay, so anyways, group 5, that's what I have for you. Very, very interesting reading. Again, if it didn't resonate at all, it just isn't the right group for you, but I do hope that it helped and that it resonated. Again, let us know in the comments what's going on with you. Please subscribe and share if this helped you, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everything works out in whatever is in the highest good for you guys and everyone concerned, okay? So sending you my love, my blessings, and thank you once more for being here, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.